from Old School Motorsports, man. We're going here Preset Cup at Iowa.
Short track, lots, 2 lanes you can run. It's gonna be fun.
Really
Just glad
loose.
I'm not in it.
Yeah, I want some tires hit like 40%. It starts getting to be a different story. I imagine we'll see guys getting loose in the middle. That's a bad spot for my car. I know that. They don't like it.
Yeah.
I like the high line myself, and 1 and 2, and then the low line. You know.
That's where you'll see me running.
But
I can't run that bottom.
You will see guys. You'll see them move up there. The more their tires start wearing, they'll start riding a little higher, I believe. At least I do. You know, I run that low line for a little bit, and then when them tires start wearing, I go to high line. It just depends on if I'm gaining on the guy in front of me or losing. You know, I flirt with it. Should be some good racing.
You know, it gets spread out, you know.
How many guys we got tonight, Tommy?
I believe we have about 11. Are the new guys gonna run, or are they?
I don't think there are any new guys tonight that I know of.
Last time the roll call was updated, it was 10, but I don't know if I know Louis was in the party chat and not on the roster, so maybe around 11 to 12 or so.
Okay. I'm sure they're taking a break, and then they'll be qualifying here in a few minutes.
Yeah, once I get an invite from Trinity, I'll let y'all know when qualifying's starting.
Hey, Alex.
All right, I'm here.
Hey, bud.
Sorry about that. I was busy on my computer trying to do something. But...
Yeah, that's Dark Knight here. We got Tommy Armor Boy.
Is this Tommy?
We got Pickle Deal in the booth, and we got a guest tonight, Alex Ned, which most people knows for his commentating. How you doing, Alex? Good to have you, bud.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay. Nice talk. Who y'all think is gonna win that?
Trinity. I'm going to say Trinity.
Trinity got some
man, my
cars.
mic hasn't been on at all. God dang it. It keeps on. I keep on saying like hi and everything. It keeps on cutting out. Okay. I was gonna ask you guys, how do you guys usually call it? Like, do you guys do it from the driver's perspective? Do you have someone that usually calls it like from Mike Joy? And then
Yeah, I'll look like I'll keep eye on the front, and those guys will be looking around and letting
we'll
me
be
know.
all over.
And I'll flip through and give guys, you know, their viewing time. But you know, I just like to know where the racing is. You know, I ain't gonna, if they're racing up front, we won't see that too. But if there's another group type racing, I want to put it on them for a minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not just concentrate on everybody up front. You know, but try to show all the racing and just, you know how to commentate, man.
Hey, I'll say this about Trinity. In practice earlier, he got about 5 more laps of fuel than I did. I don't know how he did that.
Coop's pretty strong. OG's pretty strong too. Memory's running tonight, correct?
Yep.
I think Memory's pretty good on this track. So I mean, well, you got a lot of good guys, man. Any of them can win it, but yeah, Trinity's been the strongest one I've seen in practice.
We'll see if Chapman can win 4 in a row.
But will it go over to the race? Can you take and do the same thing in the race? Which this will be 50% versus what did we run? 25% happy hour. Yeah. So twice as long. Maybe he's practiced a 50% already. We probably done ran a 50% sometime during the week, I'm sure.
just got the invite from Trinity.
Oh, so they're done with qualifying?
Yeah.
No, I'm going into qualifying.
Hey, Pickle, make
Oh,
sure.
okay, you're going into qualifying. Okay, cool.
Make sure he
What was
gives
that,
us
Dark?
several
Oh,
invites.
so you're an in-race reporter?
Yeah.
Yes, I am the
Awesome,
English
okay.
Yes. Make sure he sends us several invites.
Yeah,
All of us.
we'll do. I'll go, and after qualifying, I'll send you like 3 each too. So
He can have people over in that party help him do it. That way he don't have to send it but one time. 2 or 3 people send it to us. It'll be good.
still on the pause screen, so don't know if we're waiting on someone here or not. But we got 11 people in here right now.
They're getting ready to start qualifying, correct?
Yeah.
Or about a minute to go. Yeah, I was kind of one of those rhythm tracks too,
Oh yeah, yeah. You gotta hit your braking points just right and your throttle.
I normally don't brake. I try to let my car roll in.
I touch it. I touch it going into them.
Sometimes
hard.
Yeah, sometimes I stay on throttle a little too long, and I have to tap them. Let's see how these guys prevail.
Did you send Harvick some?
Yeah, I seen him about it.
Timer for qualifying going down now. Got 52 seconds left. It's going to be 8 laps for qualifying.
Yeah, you can give us a rundown who's on the pole and all that when y'all done. Yeah.
Alright, we're loading into the qualifying race now. When we're done, I'll let y'all know when the timer's almost done for the race. And you'll already have several robots got in.
Yeah. Make sure we get those before he starts it.
I'll tell you what, man. That Sonoma is a totally different track. Can't believe it.
Have you tried the in-car view?
No.
Oh, try it. You got to.
Oh.
The first hill you come across, I guarantee you'll ramp it.
Yeah, that's the one after the normal, when you start out the normal way, that's that new turn.
Yeah.
That's when I went airborne. The first time I tried it, I'm like, oh my gosh.
I think Alex might have been in that group that one night. We was racing pretty much all night and drinking and stuff, and we went to Sonoma, and they went to the in-car view, and that was the first time I was on that track on Heat 4, man. Oh my God. It was disastrous.
Well, Pickle, I have 422 races, 372 top tens, and 79 wins.
Huh. Yeah,
So I have more than I thought.
What are you looking at? Quick race?
Yeah.
I got 846.
Jeez.
766 top tens, 184 wins.
My God.
834 races online.
Man, you almost doubled me.
I'm getting closer to that 200 mark. 16 more. I would look at the leaderboards, but they're on preset, so I'm pretty sure they're probably not on the leaderboard.
I ran a 2303. That's pretty darn good for me.
Customs, I like custom better. I mean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, these guys are running 22.8s.
Yep.
You know, that's on the daily. I figured we'd see none of them on the daily.
My personal is 22,796.
There's one called Baggy Balls.
What's your personal?
23,049.
I got a 22,796. Don't know how. Can you hear that music? If you can't, I'll turn it down.
I can
Just
hear
a
it
little.
a tiny bit.
It's my son playing it.
Okay, guys, sorry about that. I am back.
Yeah, man.
Did we get an invite yet, or are they just wrapping up qualifying?
I think they're
they're
still
in the middle of it.
Qualifying.
Still, okay.
Wrapping up qualifying now. As soon as we get back to the lobby, I'll send you a couple invites.
Sounds good.
I don't expect to see many cautions tonight, do you?
It's hard to say.
Depends on
it's
how
hard.
many people get loose.
Yeah, that's gonna be the issue.
Yeah, I don't think so. Unless somebody has a big problem.
Yeah. I mean, during our practice, or the happy hour, there was really no caution. So, I think there's going to be less in the field than it was in happy hour, so.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I believe if you see guys getting loose, it's going to be coming out of the turns, and mainly in that first, second turn if they get in the middle.
Yeah.
So, Wildcard Coyote got the pole with a 23.005.
Yeah,
I qualified
he's gonna be the
7th with a 23.108. So we're 1 through 7 is a 10th from each other.
Yeah.
Alright. Go ahead and send y'all some invites. I'll let y'all know when the timer's going.
Sounds good.
So the qualifying you got Wildcard Coyote first, Chapman second. No, sorry. Who's second? Coop second, Chapman third, Trinity fourth, and OKC fifth.
Pickle, do you happen to have a Harvick on your friends list?
I do not know.
You don't. Because he says he's going to come on, but he's just going to be a little late.
I do have him, yeah.
Do you? Yeah, send him one if you would. Just so he has it.
I think I'm going to go with, I'm going to pick Chapman tonight. He's been on the road, man. I'm going to go with Chapman tonight.
That'll jinx him.
Sorry, Chap.
I have to go with Trinity. I've been practicing with him, and he's been pretty fast every practice. So,
like I said, Coop was good in practice too. So, I mean,
and Trinity likes short tracks a lot. So,
honestly, he races his own controller too, does he not?
Yes.
Yes. I think as far as controllers, I think we got Trinity, Memory, me. I don't know what Chapman's on. We've got a few people in here on controllers. Mikey Dan in 8th. Even down to 8th, it's only about a 10th from 1st to 8th.
Wow, that's something.
That's presets for you.
Trinity said he is sending it in 2 minutes.
Alright. Well, I'm going to take me a little cigarette break then.
I don't see FaZe in this lobby. I guess he's not joining us tonight after all.
Yeah. Huh.
Who's not joining us?
FaZe, I don't see him on here.
I can hear that music a little bit. I don't mind it at all. I just don't want it to get us pulled off YouTube.
Can you turn it down a little bit, buddy? Just a little? Because we can't get it on the broadcast, bud. A little bit. Keep going. That should be good. Is that good, guys?
Yeah, seems good.
Yes, I got.
Okay.
Alright, timer's going 30 seconds until loading screen starts. I should have. How many invites you have? You have enough?
I got 2 or 3.
Yeah, I got 2.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm set on the screen to go in.
Alright, just in case, I'll go ahead and send you one more each.
Only 11 drivers, though?
Looks like it, yeah.
Go blue screen for a minute, folks. We're going live. Probably get there before I will.
What's OKC so upset about?
Yeah.
He's in the race. He's right in front of me. Anyway, we're starting right now.
All right.
Oh, just in time. All right, green flag.
Stack them. Wild Coyote leading them to the line.
Gotta get used to Coop running the 88.
Right along in car with him for a second here.
Guys, ooh, look at that. There you go, backing up big time. You see that loss of momentum in the middle of the pack. It can really shuffle the accordion effect all the way through the field. Now the 21 car, our leader in our poll setter, Wildcard Coyote, that is a guy who a lot of people said in practice today would be a one to beat. He actually won our happy hour today, and I'm liking what I'm seeing right now out of him. That car has been glued to the bottom of the racetrack.
It's the way you gotta run this track.
That one
Just don't want
car
to be
up
too hard on
high.
the tires right away.
One car trendy, guys. You run that high line, he's sitting there before.
Pickles in fourth. I think Trinity's behind me.
Now, this
OKC.
racetrack was heavily influenced by Richmond, but I like to compare it to that of like Auto Club because you can have multiple grooves to get around. You can use that top side, you can use the bottom to your advantage, but one place you don't want to be on is in the middle, deep in the run.
Yes. Get loose coming off the corner and you'll lose it. Absolutely.
Oh,
Take a look at this battle for a second right now. The 88 car has a mirror full of the 9 car. That's his teammate. And it looks like these guys are still trying to figure out exactly what lane they want their car to be at as the 21 continues to try and get away. He's now about a second gap in front of this battle for a second, which Chase Elliott in the 9 car, excuse me, I'm trying to get everybody's names there. I don't know who the 9 is, but the 9 and the 88 car, a little bit of contact as they get out the corner down the front
Yeah,
stretch.
they keep battling like this. He's gonna get a big lead.
yeah. That's what he wants to see in that rear view.
Got 3 wide. Okay, 88 backed out. Both 88.
Yeah,
Is that phased in the?
And another one that seems to be battling hard for third now. The 9 was able to get around to. That was OKC. And OKC, he was another one of those guys during happy hour. I had the privilege of driving with you guys during happy hour. And he was one of those guys, he started way deep in the field and was able to drive his way all the way up to the front. So I expect him to try and give a little bit of a challenge to the 21 car as we log laps here.
Yeah, I picked him last week. He's very consistent. He's a good driver, and can't count him out for sure.
As these tires start falling off, these guys get spreaded out even more.
Well, and let's talk about tire wear here, because the tires will wear here, but not as heavily as what we would expect with other racetracks here. I was able to do, again, that happy hour, and I didn't change left side tires at all. At the end of that 70-lap run, I still had 40% on my left side. So do you think that affects strategy moving forward here? Will we see guys take 2 tires versus 2?
Oh, I'm sure you will.
Oh, absolutely. Any advantage you can get over the competition, it's going to help you.
Yeah, I didn't think about that in practice either, you know, Alex.
I really didn't pay attention either.
My left was really good, but, you know, I took 4 every time.
Right now, the 9 car, he's been able to break free from the pack. The battle for third still heating up. And a guy who started on the outside pole, that was Coop, has now free-falling back through the field. And our in-race reporter, I believe he is somewhere mid-pack in that hornet's nest there. How are you doing there? What are you trying? Oh, I'm sorry. You're in third. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the car like right now for you, and what do you expect it to do over the run?
It's, let's see, I'm 78%, 81% on the right side. It's pretty decent right now, but as we start to get towards the 50%, I imagine it'll be breaking loose for everyone.
Got that 13 of Chapman. Boy, he is all over that double
he
zero.
pounced the wall out of 4, actually. He was right on the back bumper of that double zero car, and unfortunately, it did not work out for him. He lost a little bit of daylight right there. We'll gather it up. But thankfully, am I correct in saying their damage is not on?
Yes, it's off.
All right.
What slider do you prefer there, Pickle?
I'm on a 5, which is
You're on a
about
5?
as tight as I'll run it. But
Yeah.
it gets really loose here.
See, I tried a 5 last night in practice, and I was running a 4 before that. It just gets too loose on me towards the end of the run. The 4 I can adjust on, and it actually lasts a lot longer once I get the first pit stop in. But after I did the first pit stop, I ended up running a 23:02 or something like that. And it didn't get squirrely on me until real late in the run.
Taking a look at the 48 car on the inside of the 24, and that is OG, who is now in front of the 88 car. The 88 car continuing to back up. He is now dead last of the Hendrick Motorsports cars there after starting on the front row, all the way deep in this field, I believe running just outside the top 5, make it the 7th position, the 48 car to the inside as well.
He's about to fall in the clutches of the one of Trendy there.
Oh, a little bit of contact. The 13 rides the wall out of turn number 2. He'll take another competitor with him. and everyone taking evasive action to the inside of the racetrack down the backstretch. We gather it up. I believe that was Chapman in the 13. That's not the first time we've seen him pop the wall.
Wow.
This is the point of the run where these cars are beginning to get evil. We mentioned that tire wear really wasn't a factor, but that doesn't mean that these guys aren't driving a handful with them right now.
Yeah, these cars got a lot of power.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to get to the point where I almost spun out that last corner. I lost 2 positions that lap.
In race report, he's falling back to 5th place. You see him driving right on board with him a little bit loose on the race car. And Pickled, if you can, while having your hands full, why don't you give us a little bit of a ride around this racetrack, starting at the start-finish line, what you do inside the car.
Alright, I'll let you know as I'm going here. Looks like Chapman just hit the wall a little bit there. I get off right now, on the brakes a little bit, let it coast. Try to get on the gas as soon as you can, but at this point in the run, you're sliding sideways. That was a pretty decent corner right there. Caught up to Chapman a little bit. Take it a little high into 3. I don't like running that bottom line. I don't know how they do it. Get in the middle line right there, get a little loose. Seems like the bottom can be quicker if you can run it. I just don't know how to do it.
That's a lap around Iowa. That's a 7/8 mile racetrack here, located in the beautiful, beautiful rolling corn hills of this racetrack. Ooh, Pickle. A little bit of a contact outside of the wall right there, but
there's another car just got the wall.
Well, while we're focusing on the cars in the back, we got OKC here making a race out in the front.
Yeah, he is indeed caught back up to our leader, the 21 car, who has been enjoying that clean air out front. Now, something that's different here from the real world is that the Cup Series, they don't actually visit Iowa Speedway. I know there's been a petition to try and get these Cup cars to this famed racetrack here. But right now, a lot of these guys, they're running on what I like to consider it an unreal strategy, because we don't know exactly how these Cup cars would react on a racetrack such as this, because they've never been. So this is something that these drivers are having to do all on their own, figure it out. I like to compare it to what we're seeing right now amidst the pandemic, where these guys have no practice, no notes to fall back on. That's racing here in the Cup Series at Iowa.
It looks like OKC is he's riding, waiting on a wild card to make a mistake. He's just riding right there behind him, man.
He's gaining
every lap. He's running a good line too. Sitting here watching him.
I wanted to go back real quick to a question of tire wear versus the line. Does the line you take, can that help or hinder the tire wear?
The 9 got
loose off the corner, gathers it up below the yellow line. There is no out of bounds here at Iowa, but that is not really going to help you if you have a moment like that, and all the time he had gained has been lost in a matter of 1 lap.
Yeah, his butt
I think the biggest...
They drawed up clutch together right there, I guarantee.
I know mine did, and I'm up in the booth there.
The biggest deal, like you all know, if you're running a low line continuously, it's going to wear more on the right sides. I mean, if you can run some lines up top, you're going to save some tire wear towards the end of the run. But it's hard to keep your speed up, continuously running out on the outside line.
Yeah, we talked about that before the end of the race. Guys' tires starting to wear. I believe you'd see them move up high and run the higher line.
But you have to be careful getting off. Coming off when you get on the gas on the outside when your tires are wearing, because you're going to get loose and you're going to smash the wall.
You had to be careful going in too.
Oh yeah.
Another Hendrick Motorsports car that's making his way to the front is that 48 car, the OG, running that beautiful paint scheme, camouflage. You can see it there. It's running in the 3rd position, just behind the 9.
Oh yeah. OG's one.
A lot of these guys are all running some special paint schemes, and why is that?
Memorial Day.
Yeah, we're
celebrating Memorial Day, and we're going to continue that through the week with our customs on Friday, just to salute our troops and give our thanks.
We got to talk to that 9 car, because he's running a Mountain Dew paint scheme. He ain't with the program.
Yeah, and I'm pretty
He
sure
might not
that
be able to program with tired right now because he just lost 2 positions there.
Yes.
The 48 car just moved up to
Sure did.
second.
Yeah, guys,
And I
my
believe
car's driving
13
on
of
ice.
Chapman just got up to third, or is that you, Pickle?
No, I'm in 7th right now.
That would be
I'm driving on
Chapman,
ice.
13.
So if you could give us a quick lap count there, Pickle.
We are on 29. I have 10 laps of fuel left.
So we do expect, I wanted to talk about the tire window and the fuel window. The fuel window here is about 35 laps. Tire window is a little bit less, or excuse me, a little bit more than that. These guys will not, I don't think you'll see the tire light come on before the need of the fuel light. But
No,
that doesn't
probably
mean
not.
that you guys won't be seeing what we have been seeing, which is these guys sliding all over the place. Now, do we see some of these guys
now
who are
he
in the
got
back of the
loose.
pack decide to come early and pit? What are your thoughts on that? A short pitting here.
You could probably short pit. It just depends, you know. I haven't done the math and seen if people can drag it on and make it on less pit stops than anyone else. If we go green, I have got my hands full.
You think everybody's going to run it dry? Oh, memory just got loose coming out of turn.
Yeah, it's all.
I'll try to keep a gauge on what people are doing.
Got a car pitting.
Someone's in. Someone's in.
That is, I believe, it was an 8. I believe that was Mikey Danman Sr. He's the first of the
one at
cars
Trinity.
on pit road.
The one at Trinity is on pit road.
Trinity's on pit
It is
road.
Trinity,
Yep.
excuse me. So we'll see. He will likely lose a lap here. In fact, he will lose a lap here. He'll have to be on pins and needles. But does that draw the
Okay,
rest of the
he's
field
pitting.
in?
Okay,
If there's
The
so
9 cars in.
Yeah, they're smart. You don't want to stay out too much longer than the first guy going in because he's going to have all that speed there and the good, better times, and he's going to make up that time on you. So,
And this pit road, not really one of the trickiest here, but it's more of a blind corner. That pit road entrance line is right there on the entrance, or excuse me, the exit of turn 4. So these guys can make sure they are wound down.
He
to
just
40
went
miles
down
an hour.
another lap. Wild
I just got
Coyote
hammered
just
in
come
the
back
pit road,
around him.
I was going to say, Pickle, you just got hammered. You didn't get a penalty, did you?
I don't know. I was at 33, which is 7 miles per hour under entering, but I got hammered
Should be
right at the
okay.
last second.
Got OKC Mexican next in pit road.
And these guys are all going to be 4-tire pit stops right now and some significant
Yep, I got a
adjustments.
penalty.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I got
no.
hammered in the rear end and got a penalty.
Do we know who
That's
that
not
Was
was?
that
good.
Coop?
88 of Coop, yep.
Wow.
So that is unfortunate.
And Coop's one of our rookie drivers coming into
That's
the
just
new
ridiculous.
season.
I was 7 miles per hour under the speed limit coming in. I got rear-ended.
That's a shame.
Yeah, and it's happened
And
to
this is
all
a
of
night
us
where
at
we
one
don't
time.
expect to see the yellow flag out.
Got
Maybe
One's
at
going
all.
to be coming in.
BBD's coming in.
Are stages on?
Nope.
No. So this is what you see is what you get here, folks, and
That's
that
it.
can make a penalty like that extra costly. And unfortunately, Pickled, our in-race reporter, will have to need the aid of a yellow flag to get caught back up. If everything cycles through, though, he would be the first car 1 lap down.
I'll tell you, I'm going to be driving pissed off the rest of the race.
Got OG Exton
And I
pit
don't blame
road.
you.
And I believe that's
Louis
Wild Card
then.
coming in. Yeah,
Yeah,
Wild
he's just
Card's
getting
coming
into
in.
And our
pit
leader
back.
also, Wild Coyote, is in. He had a pretty significant gap in front of then the 48 car. You see him right now just at the penultimate pit box, second to last there before he gets service
BBD,
and out of the way.
I believe
And
he
it looks
got
like
a.
it won't be a penalty on that car. The 21 is off and away.
I believe BBD got a penalty because he was in there. Boy, he was in there a while.
Here's the 21 merging back onto the front stretch. Where is he in relationship to the 48 car? You see him just outside on the edge of your screen. The 48 car did pit first, but it wasn't enough to capitalize on the lead that the 21 continues to show and muscle through as he gets past the start-finish line about a good 2.5 seconds in front of the 48 car.
Got the 13 of Chapman and 32 of Mikey Dan, man, just now pitting. So they stretched it out a little. That should run the cycle out once they're done. Who is our leader
so now?
Pickle?
With the field pretty much spread out,
I don't know.
you begin to attack the racetrack instead of your other competitors and try to put down those blazing fast laps. Pickled, I know you're deep in the field there, kind of bunched back because of things that happen on pit road, but what are you doing right now inside the race car to make sure that you don't go another lap down?
Well, I'm 1 lap down right now. I think the leader's pitted. I don't know. I'm just trying to. I don't know what else I can do at this point other than just run my own race.
Where are you at with the relation of the 21 car?
I have no idea where he's at. I'm in last place.
He's going into 2, 3, and 4, I believe, right now.
I'm exiting 4 right now.
All right, so he is right behind you. That could be a costly penalty. There's another car on pit road, and I think that will finish the cycle of green flag pit stops here at Iowa. And it looked like...
Does Trinity have the lead right now?
I'm thinking it's Trinity or a wild card. I'm not sure.
Well, the leader's right behind me. I don't know who it is.
All right, that would be the 21.
Okay.
Taking a look underneath, yes. So if Trinity is way in the back, he did not have a good pit stop. Not at all. And what's unfortunate for Pickled, and I don't mean to be picking on you right here, it's just the fact of the matter is that car wasn't as good as our leader has been. He's going to go 2 laps down, and unfortunately, if the pace set by the 21 car, if he gets more people, you can see, as we ride along with him, those guys that are right in turn 3 and 4, if he gets to those guys, Pickled would then not be the first car a lap down. So there is a sense of urgency here to try and maintain just to be 1 lap down.
Yeah,
Yes.
guys, he's setting the pace, no doubt.
Trinity's right behind OG right now, so he must be running 3rd.
Looks like that 21, he can go anywhere he wants to.
Yeah.
Was an issue all because of getting onto pit road. And that 00 car fighting for a chance to win. That 21 car, I mean, we talked about that earlier today. He was so fast. And he's put more distance in front of the 48 in Trinity.
I'll tell you what, got a little race going on up here. Got
See the 9 car
Trinity and OG going at it right behind
then,
these 2 guys.
Yeah,
I've been
and I
watching
see
them.
the 13 and the 88 car as well, which we will definitely keep an eye on if the 00 and the 88 car meet again. What's the lap count here there, Pickle? And keep in mind, with 2 laps down, you're going to have to do some quick math.
Well, I guess I'm actually on the lead lap right now, technically. I didn't even notice that. So I'm trying to stay on the lead lap.
So you would be the first car 1 lap down then?
Yeah, we're on lap 46. The leader's probably on 47.
All right. So just shy of 50 laps here out of, what is it, 140?
40, yep.
These laps are winding down here. It was a pretty quick race. That happy hour
Trinity's
race that we
going
had
by
was
48
less than
here.
45.
Start
Let's go
finish
back
line.
to that battle for second.
Yeah, if Trinity and OG line up, they'll catch these 2 as they're racing, you know. That's a fact. We all know that.
Discussion for second place here as
They're
Trinity
going
looks
at
to
it.
use that inside
Yeah.
line.
As I
But the
said, we
88
got
car,
2
you can
different
get
battles.
the momentum from the outside lane. You can really wind up and not lose a lot of momentum unless you scrape the wall like the 48 car just did. That's going to allow the 1 of Trinity to get in front. He'll clear him down the backstretch, trying to get there, take his line away. Nope, he'll stay faithful to the bottom of the racetrack there and use his line. The 48 car made a mistake, and that's the risk versus reward on using that high lane. Battle for
the one
3rd
car-
heating up as
One
well.
car has probably, 7 less or more laps than the 48 does on his tires right now?
Yes, he was one of the last few to pit. No, I take that back. Trinity was the first guy to pit.
Yeah.
That's right, he was. And that's impressive to see. What I like about this, as far as when we go to a track where tire wear isn't that much of an issue, it puts the focus more on adjustments made during the pit stop. And so even if you do decide to pit, where we would see that the car that pitted first might be able to lose a little bit of time to those guys that decide to hang out and pit a little bit later, that's not what we're going to see here. We're going to see those guys that can make the adjustments because tire wear just really isn't there tonight.
Yes.
Pick what position you running in, buddy?
Last.
Last?
Yep.
Okay, who all you got in front of you?
Only wild card. He and I were battling for about 10 laps straight, but he finally got by me. He's the leader.
I mean on your list, like guys that you're racing.
Oh, BBD's 5 seconds ahead of me. Memory's 8.5 seconds ahead of me. Black Hand's 10 seconds ahead of me.
Well, the good news is 5 seconds ahead could be enough of a buffer, perhaps in trying to make some adjustments on your race car in order to be or stay the only car 1 lap down.
True.
I'd like to go back to that battle here for 4th place. It looks like Chapman has been able to get around the 9 car, who at one point was reeling in the 48 and the 7 at Trinity, but has fallen back and kind of stalled out. That 9 car there. He had made a march to the front.
Looked
A
like
little
the
bit of
9 had a
broadband
glitch.
issues right there. Maybe
Just
that's also
glitch.
playing a factor.
Yeah, it looked like the 9 glitched there for a hell of a second. His car just kind of jumped. Looked like he was
40 and 1 are still battling here, boy.
looked like he was drifting.
Good race.
Yeah, I wish we could keep both these battles in view. A battle for 2nd and a battle for 4th.
Yeah.
All 3 Hendrick cars that are inside this race are inside the top 6. Guys, are we impressed by the run of the 21 car?
Oh,
yeah.
without a doubt. Strong, very strong.
And no cautions,
He's
guys.
led every lap so far, and we have yet to see the yellow flag. And I like to mention this stat here.
It's 48 the outside.
Yep. He got that run.
48 took over second.
You can
There
get
you
a
go.
good run out of that turn off that high line.
Meanwhile, though, as the rest of the field is enjoying the 2020 version of this race, I believe Wildcard Coyote might be in the 2021, because that is how far ahead he is of this 48 car. And I do want to mention this stat, the last driver, in fact, I'll ask you guys, who was the last driver to lead every lap of a Cup Series event?
Jeff Burton.
Jeff Burton, it was right. What year, what track?
2000 Loudon or 2001 Loudon?
Yes, 2000 Loudon, yep. Jeff
Wow,
Burton
look at
there.
you.
That was the race where, after the unfortunate passing of both Kenny Irwin Jr. and Adam Petty, those guys NASCAR decided to implement a restrictor plate, and that was a race where we did not see any passing. I know a lot of people gripe about the package now, but that package is in.
That's
Yes. Kind, go
got to be
away.
the worst race of all time.
But it was a historical one that we've not seen that feat been matched ever since.
No.
So, Wildcard Coyote. No, it's a little bit different, but might be able to add his name to the history books here tonight if he continues to lead every lap here so far. He's well on his way.
Quite impressive.
Yeah, they're scattered out now, no doubt.
See, we can talk to about some of our other competitors here. How about Louis? Who was having a ho-hum day there, kind of running along in the mid-pack. He was able to get a nice paint scheme for this 42. I know he wanted to make sure that was in response to Memorial Day and to honor our fallen soldiers that have made the ultimate sacrifice in order for us to enjoy our freedoms here today. But that 42 car looking pretty stout, both as far as the paint job and also just running along in 7th place here.
Yeah.
That is a nice looking car.
I don't know a whole lot about Louis myself.
I raced against Louis here, and he's tenacious. He's always attacking. He'll be able, when he has a good race car, you'll know it because he'll be up front. So he might not, I know I was not for everyone. It could be an ill-handling race car. It could just be an ill-handling track. But Louis is definitely one of those guys where if you if you give him a chance, you shouldn't. He will take
We're going to start seeing pit stops again in about 7 to 8 laps, guys.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's just a new guy or he's somebody that was in the league before we merged.
No, he signed up in the off season.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. All wild card's got to do is just run his line.
Oh, trouble back straightaway. The 9 car. OKC Mexican pounds the inside wall hard. That Mountain Dew Chevy Camaro
on that.
has definitely lost the handling, and he will indeed lose quite a bit of spots in response to that horrendous crash on the backstretch.
Wow.
Oh, he's in the wall now.
That is unfortunate for a competitor who we all had circled as perhaps a podium finisher for tonight here at Iowa. That car just has not been to his liking at all after he started to fall back.
Yeah, he's coming down pit road. Good thing they don't have damage on Tuesday night versus we run damage on. So when that happens on Friday night, it's rough. I don't know if OG is glitching, but his car's jumping and the motor's sounding all funny.
One of our leaders is in. It's Trinity Beast Mode. One of the early pit stops.
Scheduled. Yep.
And yeah, we expect this to be a scheduled pit stop here. Does that drag the rest of the field in? We'll find out here. Just a couple of laps. 21 cars still staying out. He's probably staying on his strategy.
9 just now coming out of pit. Yeah, that 48, I don't know.
He's super loose.
Really, yeah.
It does seem like that car is very, very loose. Car in front of him going down pit road.
Yep.
At least I don't have a car behind me to make me speed.
48 cars still running along in the second position.
Got 24.
Pickle is on pit road.
Make a move on 32.
Memory in the 32 car. Brief contact out of turn 4. That won't trigger any other further altercation. Still side by side though, and I don't know exactly what that battle is.
No clue. I don't
We'll give you a running order as soon as things start to file themselves out, and as we reach halfway here at Iowa.
I don't believe nobody's streaming, so I can't follow anybody's stream.
Yeah, we should be coming up to halfway, if not a little bit past it.
BBD is on the flat hill inner pit road.
Yep.
Also, the 88 car a little bit high the corner. He gathers it up. More competitors looking to put form Mr. Feelgoods and make some adjustments to try and stay on the lead lap. Try and give chase to the blazing pace that is the 21 car.
Did 21 just come out of the pits?
Yeah,
he's right in front of me.
I don't believe. Has he pitted?
Yeah, he just pit.
He just pitted. Okay.
He's in 6th right now, so I guess he got 5 cars in front of him that are stayed out. 5th right now, so 4 cars in front of him stayed out.
Chapman, I believe, still has yet to make a pit stop here. Cars merging onto the backstretch, the 88.
Chapman going
These
down
guys
the
will be on
side.
fresher tires, so they will be able to get around him. And Chapman continuing to hang on to the 9 car, as well as we'll be able to see just how badly the damage is. He went immediately down pit road after he spun out. But we don't know exactly how far behind he is until things cycle through.
I'm wondering how many cars are a lap down.
I believe once we get that BBD and maybe Memory might be on the verge of going a lap down. I know those guys were battling hard, and the 21 car was definitely in front. In fact, 21 car has actually put another competitor, I don't believe, is that you, Pickled? Are you watching?
I'm right behind him.
Oh, okay, so you're right behind him, so
I think there's 2 cars a lap down, and those in front of him. I mean, it's hard to tell because he's still in 5th place. He's not the leader.
Got Trinity right there in it.
Lucky Dan's coming in.
I think this is Memory he's passing right here. Yeah. The Memory
is going for a high side.
Memory has yet to pit.
Oh, he has yet to pit?
Yeah, he's still on 3rd, I guess. I'm keeping up with Wildcard. It's really disappointing that I got that penalty.
Yeah. That is unfortunate.
Well, didn't we mention there before the start of the broadcast how the top 7 qualifiers all qualified within 7/10 of a second?
Within 1/10 of a second.
So
Plot Memory is coming in now.
Definitely know how to hustle the way around Iowa, but it's all about how consistency and sometimes a little bit of luck can go a long way on a very short track. Unfortunately, it looks like the 21 car had it, the 00 did not.
That's the 42 of Louis. And 24 in Memory pit road. You got another car coming down pit road.
Yeah, it looks like
the 13 of Chapman.
leader's pitting.
Here we go.
So that's a bit different strategy. The leader pit, what was that? At least
very,
6 or 7
very
laps
late. And let's not, this is important to know because this is where your crew chief, your spotter can also help. And unfortunately, with esport racing, you don't have that. Not only are you your own driver, you're your own crew chief, you're handling the race car, and you're your own strategist as well. So these guys that waited a little bit longer, they waited significantly longer than the 21 car, who has been dominating here as of late.
I believe he is back in the lead.
We got the Trinity OG battle again here.
Yep.
With the 21 car back in the lead, I just want to point out, though, he does not have the same fuel as everyone else.
48 looking to the inside.
Louis and whoever that was, who was that? I believe Chapman, who just pitted it as well.
Yes,
those
sir,
guys
13.
would be the best on fuel should we see this go green.
Yeah. See if he can make it back
and
up.
Unfortunately, I want to correct myself. I made a mistake there. Obviously, during green flag pit stops, Wildcard Coyote would have lost the lead. So that stat, unfortunately, will not go to him tonight due to the natural progression of a race.
That is true. Yeah.
But nonetheless, this car still very, very dominant. Don't hand out that checkered flag yet. We have seen some late race cautions. We have seen fuel strategy come to play. Those guys, I like the fact that they've kept something in the bank in case this thing goes green all the way forward, because this is where I would ask somebody like Larry or anything to crunch those numbers here and to see, can you stretch it? Maybe these guys are trying to outsmart that 21 car and, not need to go down pit road. Or if they do go down pit road, not need to stay as long as some of these other competitors.
And like you said earlier, I mean, you can be looking at these guys running a 2-tire right sides only stop here towards the end. So you never know.
And again, thankful I was a part of the happy hour broadcast, or excuse me, the happy hour practice that you guys had. I was able to test that strategy, and a 2-tire pit stop with a full load of fuel was only 12 seconds. So that would shave off 3 seconds, which is a lot on the racetrack for these guys who are perhaps taking 4 tires and a full can of fuel.
Yes, absolutely.
So strategy. I like to be in position to be like, you're not going to win the race following the leader. You're going to win the race doing something different. So that's why we see these races where not always the most dominant car wins the race.
That is true.
Yep. All it takes one mistake.
Well, I don't know what happened to somebody, but
or spin out, you
gained
know.
looks like
Just
OKC
feel-
Mexican. Something happened to him. He's
Yeah,
now
he's
in
back
last.
on
He
pit
might have
road.
left. Yeah, I get in a position. OKC is in last now.
I don't know what's going on with that
A
car.
very, very
Oh, we
disappointing
got Chapman in the
run
wall.
for the 9.
I'm still the first car lap down, so I'd love to see a caution.
Yeah, OKC will definitely go a lap down. He might go 2 here.
Caution
He's not
free
careful.
so far, guys. Man, coming back out.
All right, Pickled, you were able to answer our first virtual question here, so I'll throw you another one. What was the last Cup race to go caution-free?
Oh man, was that Talladega sometime, like 04, 03?
Talladega 2002.
Oh,
So very, very close.
Wow.
But one of the first races that Dale Earnhardt Jr. won was the fall EA Sports 500 that saw
Yep.
the green flag stay out for the entirety of that Cup Series event.
that'll never happen again.
How
No,
about it,
not
right?
at Talladega.
We didn't have a yellow flag that race, and I wish I could. This is the part where I be like, our Fox producers, throw up our replays and everything, but I'll walk you through it while we have this long green flag run. But anybody that remembers that race remembers it started off with a bang, and what I mean by that was Jimmy Johnson and Mark Martin were on the front row, and while Mark Martin was cleaning off his tires, something broke in the steering, and it completely turned the car dead to the left through the tri-oval and took out Jimmy Johnson. Those were the first 2 cars. That was their pole sitter and the outside pole sitter that had an issue, and they both started the race on pit road fixing that damage. NASCAR did not allow them to fix damage before the drop of the green flag, and they never, ever had a chance to catch back up.
And that's something. OKC's back in the pits again. I don't know what's going on with him tonight, but he's having a lot of issues.
Yeah, and he is definitely going to. He might be just turning this into a practice session right now. He knows he's probably out of it. Woo! I'm telling you, if
Guys,
your
I'm gonna let y'all-
car
I'm gonna let
number
y'all
has had
take
a
it for a minute.
9 on it this past week, it has not been your week. Bad luck in the virtual world, bad luck in real life for Chase Elliott and his fans. As he came oh so close to winning the Coca-Cola 600 before an ill-timed caution brought out by his teammate there, and a questionable call to go down pit road. He got back up to second, but it was not enough to get around the 2 of Brad Keselowski. And then we look back at Darlington last week, and unfortunate incident between him and Kyle Busch that saw him walking back
Yeah.
with a wrecked race car.
Yeah, that was really
9 car
unfortunate.
has just not had the luck at all this season. Let's go back up front. Oh, a little bit of contact. That was Pickled and the 48 car. What happened there, Pickled?
I was just trying to let him by. I didn't want to race him too hard. I'm a lap down.
Yeah, I
He's
didn't see
trying to
any
catch
contact. I think it just ran a little, hit the wall and let him
Yeah.
by.
I just
Alright,
didn't
cool. I
want
was
to
just
get
making
loose
sure.
to get into him. Yeah.
I literally just caught that at the tail end.
Yeah.
So.
I'm not racing anybody, so I don't want to get in his way.
Take a look at it and see where our leader is.
He's checking out. He's on the back stretch now.
Yeah.
And this might come to the point where it doesn't matter where or how much fuel you can save. This 21 car strategy, you still need to be in touch for any type of strategy to work, and this 21 car has just been on rails.
Yeah, he's about 5 seconds up now on the second place, so he's just out for a Sunday drive today.
Great run, great run. Haven't seen a car this dominant since, I believe, Martin Truex Jr. in the Coca-Cola 600 a couple of years ago, where he led very much
The
I
whole
think
race.
the whole race, with the exception of like 4 laps.
Yep. He's very smooth.
let's see if we can get you a running order real quick. The 21 car of Wild Card Coyote obviously up front, but the battle for second has actually settled down quite a bit. The 48 car has held that position for a little bit, and Trinity has fallen back. He has been the first car on pit road to start both sets of green flag pit stops we have had. Now Chapman, he's been able to reel in Trinity right now, and this is a battle for third. The one car up high, you see the 13 down low, side by side, and it looks like Chapman might get it. So one car is falling back.
40 to go, guys.
We will be within the window of a green flag pit stop here within the next 5 laps.
Yeah, you'll be seeing Trinity coming here very shortly.
I'm back.
Info.
Who's our leader? Still Wild Card?
Still Wild Card Coyote, the 48 followed by the 13. The 1 has fallen back to 4th place. That's Trinity Beast Mode. And then the 88 car, with the exception of that incident with the 00 car on pit road, he's run a pretty clean race. Keep in mind that was our outside pole setter. He had fallen back, made his way up, back up through the field, and as I mentioned there, with the exception of pit road, has had a fairly clean race so
Where
far.
is that 88 now?
Oh, you're hearing some radio communication, though. That race car looks pretty clean. It might not stay that way, though, with less than 40 to go. Might be quick time to go to commercial.
Time to go to commercial.
Just don't want all your secrets. As Dale Jr. said about Matt Kenseth when he put on his glasses after wrecking Joey Logano, don't want anybody reading your secrets, reading your thoughts there.
Yeah.
Oh, the 88 car.
Just got loose. Ooh, he's in the wall.
He did get loose, and he will tail whip the wall on the backstretch. I'm telling you guys, just because I know for the folks at home, we understand it, but these guys, it might just look like driving around in the circle, but these guys are trying to get every ounce out of the race car, and that showed right there with the 88. Yeah. You are never just riding around. I don't care at
in
what
the
track.
wall again.
These guys are constantly trying to get more. Car on pit road, and that will be the 1 of Trinity. He brings them all down.
Come right behind him, right?
Or excuse me, no, 1 is actually on the track. Who was that down pit road? It's the 21 of Wild Card Coyote, our leader. He is the first one to pit.
OKC right behind him. I believe that might be BBD. Pickle down pit road. Yeah, that
the majority,
would be BBD.
Once that pit road window opened, the majority decided
boy, they need to clean that up on pit road. They're just running
They
each other
really
over.
do.
Man, I tell you what. Somebody will be in the trailer. Pretty mad.
I might, if this was a real race, I'd be in the trailer after the race.
Looks like everyone was able to get on pit road without a black flag. Wildcard Coyote, 4-tire Sunoco fuel. I would imagine no adjustments. That car has been on rails. He'll merge back on. And what was likely the money stop was a clean stop for the 21 car with less than 40 laps to go here at Iowa.
Now, they're going to have to make another pit stop before this is over, correct?
No,
they're good to go.
This will be it.
I think OG's just going to try to...
Well, we'll see now. If you recall, Trinity pitted like 10 laps earlier than these guys, so he's on a different pit cycle.
Once that Coyote was actually the first one this cycle to come down, and I believe that was just to make sure he ensured that no one could get the jump on him or stay out if a yellow flag came out. He has to be on pins and needles right now because he is not the leader. In fact, we have people that are on the racetrack, and I don't know exactly the correct running order. But if a yellow flag does come out, he would indeed get the wave around. But
I believe Trinity just had pitted just a couple laps ago.
Laps beforehand, okay.
48 in.
88 cars
right
in.
Well, I'll tell you what. They're almost bunched up here. Real close together.
Both the 88 and the 48 car, opposite ends of the spectrum versus their teammate Chase Elliott, OKC.
21
they have had
just
some great
went
cars.
by.
That 21's on the rail.
Oh my goodness, yes.
9 car OKC, he's back in along with the 24 car, and I believe, like I said, that 9 is just treating this as a test session. He has definitely gone multiple laps down.
And I believe that this will be his first win.
Yeah.
His first win.
First win that's not Chapman.
Yep. So will he be the one that ends Chapman's winning streak here? Oh, I guess I did, boy. Broadcaster's curse. You know, I did pick him. Sorry, Chap. Got Louis running right behind him. I'm sure he just went a lap down.
This racetrack was built, it's a fairly new racetrack here for the NASCAR Cup Series. It was built in 2006 and saw its first Xfinity and Gander RV Truck Series event. Man, try saying that 3 times fast. In 2009, and has seen some incredible finishes. Here's where I would show you the replay. One of my favorite finishes of all time would have to be in 2011 in the Xfinity Series, with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. still young on the scene, going for what would have been his second win at the time. Right at turn 4, he blew a motor. And thankfully, you want to talk about having a push from a teammate. Carl Edwards had nowhere to go, got in the oil of that 6 machine and slammed him across the start-finish line. And there was a 1-2 finish for Rouse, but it ended with both cars being hooked up and going on the back of a trailer before going to victory lane.
That's right. Yeah. Wow.
I don't know where anybody else is but the leader.
Guys, I have some breaking news just in. Chase Elliott has won tonight's Truck Series event at Charlotte. So that is some breaking news and great for his just self-esteem and for the bounty. If you've been following NASCAR, obviously you've been following NASCAR here, but there was a bounty placed on the Truck Series for any Cup Series driver that could beat Kyle Busch in competition without him wrecking. And many people thought Chase Elliott might be the one to do it, and he has indeed done it. And
that's fantastic.
through that, he has raised over $100,000 for COVID-19 relief to a charity of his choosing. So that is great news, and a little bit of hope for a driver that has had some bad luck as of late. So congratulations to him.
Congrats, absolutely. I didn't even know he was in the truck race tonight.
I don't hardly keep up with it no more.
Yeah, it's hard to.
Let's go back up front, take a look at our leader. The 21 car Wildcard Coyote. Hey, Pickle, could you give us a lap count this time by?
We got, leader should be coming to 20 to go, I think.
Well, guys,
I don't know what's happened to him.
Are you on
20
lead
to go
lap?
this time by, and I'm new to this here, Dark, but I would ask you here, you're kind of my Larry, what do the trends say as far as late race cautions in this series?
I don't know, man. I don't believe you'll see any.
No, we rarely have any cautions in this league. I mean, granted, the last custom race we ran was kind of ugly, but that was the first time in I don't know how long that we've had any type of cautions with the competitive nature of our drivers in this league. Everybody here is very clean, respectful, and so I can't anticipate seeing any type of cautions coming to the end of this one.
Yeah.
If we do get a yellow flag, what does the strategy become for our leader versus the rest of the field? Does everyone take 4 tires?
I'm taking 4.
Do some decide to take 2 and hope for the best?
I'm taking 4. Whether I'm the leader or wherever I'm at, I believe caution come out, I want 4 fresh tires.
Yeah. Depends. I mean, if your left sides are like 70, 80, 70s, maybe take two, take a chance.
And I asked that because that's exactly right where that wear would be here. These guys last pitted with about 35 laps to go, and those tires on the left side really wouldn't see a lot of wear.
Yeah. Depends where you are in the field. I mean, if you're in front, maybe take 4. Maybe the guys in the back take 2, and you have more of a chance to get up through the field when you can take 4, of course. But who knows? Who knows what can happen?
Well, depends though. I'm sure some will probably try that strategy, and I'm sure you'll have some take 4. Will those 2 pay off though? If you if say for instance they had 15 to go, I don't know that those 2 rats would pay off versus 4 fresh ones.
So I see what you're saying. You're saying it depends on the amount of laps left and where the amount of laps that are left and where you are on that cycle of tires. So
Correct.
I definitely agree with that. Let's go to our second place driver, the 48 car, OG, who has to be wondering what does he have to do in order to catch back up. He's passed about 10 of the 11 cars that are on the track, but I'm telling you, second place, we always award the winner, but that's not the person who might be driving the hardest. When you win a race, it could be easy. It's the guy that's in second that's doing the hardest to try and catch that guy up first, and I believe that's what we're seeing out of that 48 car.
And I'm quite impressed with OG tonight. I mean, he's all week long, he's been having trouble with this track and ended up leaving and not quitting on purpose, but trying to get his car better. And even tonight during happy hour, he was having trouble, hit the wall, ended up sitting in the middle of infield there for about the entire length of the happy hour. So he's got his car running well in this race. So
didn't really show his muscle there. I remember that. He was just sitting parked on the infield there, might be going over his notes knowing that, hey, I got something for him.
Yeah. Didn't want to show it on the track there, yeah.
Driving for Jimmy Johnson, who did finish second earlier this week until being disqualified after failing post-race inspection. So hopefully this second place, we're not going to take it away from him. What you see is what you get. And that 48 car, he's driving the wheels off of it in second place. Third place, though, at stake. That could be, I believe that's the 13 of Chapman, who you guys have said has been dominating so far in this league.
Yes,
he has been.
He's won the first 3 races, and he's a rookie coming into the second season. New driver.
Oh, car in the wall.
Sure
car
enough.
through the infield. That is, I don't know who that was. That might have been Memory. I was just behind. And unfortunately, that's everyone's driving a red, white, and blue car. It was a red, white, and blue car. I would not want to be the spotter right now.
Coming down pit road again.
Whoever that was, though, he's going to be on pit road as well.
Pickle's coming down pit road.
Oh, Pickle, is that a scheduled stop?
I'm just trying to get a good lap in.
32 looks like he might. Well, it looked like he might have been, but he's back in the gas.
Yeah, Pickle.
If you could there, Pickled, I know you're just keep an eye on your lap time versus your lap counter versus what the field would be and how many laps down you might be.
Should be about 10. Should be about 10 to go right now.
Yeah, Pickle, also, if you can get the fastest lap, you can get some bonus points right there.
Yep. I mean,
there's some strategy playing,
and
that might be what the 9 and now the 00 are doing.
Oh, the one in 88 got together. Look, one tapped the wall. I don't know if that was passed for position. I'm sure it probably was. Got Chapman right in front of those guys. Coop and Trinity. Well, like they no holds barred at the moment.
I see. 3-car battle.
Meanwhile, the 21 car well out in front. If you take a look behind him, you'll see nothing. That's because he has left the field in the dust. The 48 car, he's not that far back, actually. You could see it very little bit
Nine's
distant.
loose.
But
Boy, he is
this
really
21
struggling
car
tonight,
is
man.
definitely been the class of the field tonight. I believe Mike Joy has said about Bruton Smith saying that he stunk up the show. He's definitely doing that.
Pickle
Guys,
coming in
this is
again.
a grueling. I don't know if we talk about Iowa as far as a grueling race to prepare for and to run caution free, but these guys have had their minds hammered by a 7-8 mile racetrack all night long for the last part of an hour. Your hands start to cramp, your wheel can start to get slippery and everything. This is where fatigue starts to settle in here in the last 10 laps.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that 48 car trimmed off about 3 seconds off his lead. He's not done yet.
He is
21's
definitely coming. He's
riding
definitely
around.
there.
I'm riding with him. He's just riding around. Sounds like he's saving. Been real easy coming out the corner in the gas.
He
Should be
better keep his eye in the mirror.
The last couple laps.
How
is
many
it?
laps to go that time by, do we believe?
About 2. It's hard to tell. I'm 4 laps down.
So any minute now, 48 car. Oh, actually, he seems to be off pace right there.
Yeah, he slowed down.
Wild card Coyote.
He must be really loose. He's running the bottom of the line, or he's...
I think Wildcard's on his last lap.
This could be last lap white flag in the win, presented to you by Credit One Bank for Wild Card Coyote.
Oh,
Final set of quarters for the 21,
I
as
don't know
he
what
has been
happened to OG,
dominant as
but
of late.
He's struggling, man.
he just went out of the picture back there.
Wild Card
Yeah.
Coyote comes across the start
He run
finish
out of
line.
gas?
He'll win here at Iowa.
Yes, I believe he ran out of gas, guys. He is just coasting. Oh,
From
man.
the back of the pack, the 48
that's a
car was
tough
reeling him
break.
in.
That is a tough break for OG.
Wow.
I wonder what happened to him. He was in the behind him because I was looking from the front view back, and yeah, he just disappeared. Wow. So
So I don't even know what the finishing order was now.
It was Wildcard Coyote first, Chapman second, Coop third, Louis fourth, Mikey fifth, OG 6th, Trinity 7th, BBD 8th, Memory 9th, me 10th, OKC last.
Wild Card, Chap, and Louis
Wildcard, Chap, and Coop.
Coop. There you go. Look, I said I didn't jinx him too bad. He finished second. Oh. There you go, guys, man. Congrats to Wild Card.
Congratulations,
Oh,
yes.
they're starting to leave, so I didn't get to see who had fastest time. Wild Card with a 23:016.
Piggy got fourth fastest.
Yeah.
Somebody left, but Tommy, can you get those guys in here? Well,
Yeah, man. I don't think I have wild card though.
give me just a second. Go blue screen, guys. Okay, bud. Appreciate you, man. It's nice having you up here. Damn, Coop get offline? Oh well, we can't really interview him anyway, can we? All right. Well, I guess we just get who was fourth. Damn, I gotta go so far to find them. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like I said, I add you to the chat if you're interested, bud. Alright. Okay, yeah, you can check it out. There's wild card, there's our winner. Yeah, congrats, bud.
I understand out of the league here, and I saw you in practice. I knew that car was going to be a force to be reckoned with. What did you do in order to dominate tonight?
Not much, man. I ran a 4. I went conservative with the slider. It was really good on the long run. Just made a couple of tweaks, and that was about it. And I mean, really, I got to set sail starting on the pole. Didn't have to race anybody, so I got a little bit of a lead, and we went green the whole way, and it felt good. I'm pretty jacked up, man. It's been a little while since I've had a league win. If you remember back, like in your single days when you don't get any for a while, the slip buster, that's how it feels right now. So it's pretty good.
I hear that, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was talking about that on the start there. Those guys was racing and you was pulling away, so we were sure you was liking what you was seeing in that rear view.
Yeah, my next question is, in your crystal ball, who will win tomorrow's race? Because you were that far ahead, I expect you to be able to see the future. So I'm gonna need those numbers, and if you can just let me know, I'll holler at you.
Chase Elliott's gonna redeem himself. He's due, man.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was running a 4-2, and I found after you had time to adjust the wedge and some of the tire pressures, man, it got quick.
Yeah, was you backing off there a lot at the end, wild card? So we noticed OG was catching.
Yeah, I mean, it was getting. Yeah,
he ran
OG
out of fuel.
Actually, he cut into me hardcore like 2 seconds. He was, I don't know what he was doing. All of a sudden, he was catching me.
Yeah, he ran out of gas.
He ran out of gas. Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe he finished 6th, but yeah, I guess he ran out of gas. Yeah, he was coming. I was backing off. Like I was a little loose at the end and just being conservative, just trying to bring it back and not do anything stupid at the end,
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely had the lead to do so for sure.
Yeah, that was great to watch. And Chapman, I understand this is my first race covering this for you guys, but I understand you've won the last 3 of the 4 races here. A little bit different view for you, chasing down someone. What did you need more out of your car in order to compete with the 21?
Man, I needed him to get behind me, and obviously that's how you win the races. You need to be the first to the finish, but
very good point.
Didn't have a grip in the rear, and I'm surprised I finished 2nd. I'm all happy about that. Like, I hate finishing 2nd, but after that race, I'll take it. I feel like it felt like if it was Coyote was running his own race, and the rest of us guys were running our own thing. So I feel like I won, even though he was there.
Yeah, we noticed you scraped the wall a few times there. You needed some work, but I picked you to win myself. I think I jinxed you a little bit there at first, so you fell back, but then you kind of redeemed yourself, so in the finish second, so I didn't feel too bad about picking you.
I had 2 guys run out of gas in front of me. So
That's good. You can pick them every other week too, Dark. That's cool.
Yeah.
I needed to spread it out.
Well, I'm sure he's still the points leader. You know, winning 3 and then finishing the 4th race of the season second. Oh man, like I said, that's impressive. Yeah, I mean,
really is.
I ain't even doing that in this league. I've got a season under my belt.
You did a good job.
Yeah, very well
guys.
done.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man, that was a good race.
Well done.
Caution-free race, guys. What y'all think about that?
That's what we like to see. Absolutely.
Well, guys, I just want to thank you guys for allowing me up in the booth. It was great to watch and great to see some intense racing. Great to see some green flag racing. And if I'm free on Tuesday nights, before NASCAR Heat 5, I will definitely be back.
All right.
You're more than welcome, my friend.
Yep. Congrats, guys, man.
Yeah,
good
great
race,
job.
Man. Y'all put on a good race.
Thanks, y'all. And just thanks to everybody who served out there. A late Happy Memorial Day. That's pretty cool running those
paint
patriotic
schemes,
schemes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We run that all week, man. We run them proud of too. Alrighty, guys, man. I guess we're gonna sign out of here. Tommy, you wanna take us out in that?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank everybody that tuned in to watch our coverage here, and just remember, old school motorsports, where
respect is earned.
Absolutely. All right, gentlemen, you all have a good night. Everybody out there have a good night, and we'll be seeing you on Friday.
Yep. Y'all stay safe. Oh shit, hit the wrong button. Oh, well, we still live. Fine.